Hi student, myself Pathare Nivrutti from Rao Bahadur Narayan Rao Boravke College, Srirampur, District Ahmednagar, State Maharashtra. Now we will learn physics topic electrostatics. In electrostatics, electro means the charge, statics means the positions of charges, that is rest positions of charges. So electrostatics is a branch of physics which deals with the study of static charges or rest charges. So Gauss theorem can be stated as Gauss theorem, or it is also called Gauss laws. Statement of Gauss laws. The Gauss law stated that the total or net charges enclosed by a surfaces is 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by the surface. So it is also called Q by epsilon naught. Means the total electric flux passes through the enclosed surface just like this. Suppose here charge Q, this is the electric flux lines. The electric flux lines are passes over a closed surface is the 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by that surface. So we can state it phi equal Q by epsilon naught. Now this is the electric flux lines. So also Gauss law state that or it defined the total electric flux passes through the surface area is equal to integration of closed path vector E dot vector ds. So therefore electric flux lines phi equal, you can write integration of closed path vector E dot vector ds is equal to Q by epsilon naught, where epsilon naught is the permittivity of vacuum or free space and Q is the charge enclosed by this surface. So this is the statement of Gauss laws, or also in another way Gauss law is stated as a total charge enclosed by the surface is equal to the line integral of closed surface of electric field over this closed surface. So here Gauss theorem already have seen, and now the applications of Gauss theorem. First application, electric field intensity due to uniformly uniformly charged spherical cell or hollow sphere. We can find out electric intensity due to uniformly charged spherical cell or hollow sphere. In this application, we have to find out the expression for electric intensity. So, for this, we can draw a spheres. So, this is a sphere. On this sphere, the positive charges are situated, and the center of the sphere is O. There are plus Q charges. Now, the radius of this sphere is, suppose capital R. Due to the positive charges are situated over the sphere, the Gaussian imaginary sphere is considered, and the radius of this Gaussian sphere is small r. Consider point P on this Gaussian sphere, and now small section ds of this Gaussian sphere is considered. The vector of this small area, vector ds, is along the direction of electric intensity. So, vector ds and vector E are along the same directions. The electric intensity in these articles we have to find at point P. Now, from the charges, the electric intensity is directed outwards. That is, direction of electric intensity is outward directions due to positive charge. Suppose here negative charges is situated, then the direction of electric intensity is directed towards the charge. So, let us find the expression for electric intensity at point P. Expressions for electric intensity at point P. So, the electric intensity at point P can be found by using Gauss's law. Therefore, the total number of electric flux passes through that point P is equal to integration of closed path vector E dot vector ds. So, we can take its dot product. Vector E dot vector ds is nothing but the product of magnitude of two vectors and cosine of the angle between them. Here theta is the angle between vector ds and vector E. Theta is the angle between vector ds and vector E. So, theta is 0 degree. Since cos 0 degree is 1. So therefore expressions phi equal integration of closed path is equal to E ds. Here E is out of integration sign, then integration of closed path of vector ds is found out by the relation phi is equal to E into here integration of closed path ds is equal to 4 pi r square. Is it? So we can substitute here. E is constant out of integration sign. Integration of this closed path over the entire area is a 4 pi r square. So into 4 pi r square. Suppose this is the equation 1. By definition of Gauss law, the total electric flux passes through the closed surface is equal to charge q by epsilon naught. Here q is the charge and epsilon naught is the permittivity of vacuum or free space. Suppose this is equation 2. Compare equation 1 and 2, that is LHS, then we can write RHS. From equation 1 and equation 2 we get E into 4 pi r square equal q by epsilon naught. Rearranging the terms, then we will get electric intensity equal E q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into r square. Now this is the required equation of electric intensity at point P. Here the positive charges are located or situated on the spheres. So therefore its charge density we can found by expressions. Charge density denoted by letter sigma. Charge density sigma is equal to charge per unit area, that is charge area. Here 4 pi r square. Here capital R is the radius of this sphere. Is it? So therefore we can write charge q is equal to sigma into 4 pi r square. Substitute this q in the equation number 3. Will get electric intensity E is equal to, substitute here, charge sigma 4 pi r square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into r square. So 4 pi will get cancelled, similar terms will get cancelled. Then remaining terms E equal sigma r square by epsilon naught into r square. Now this is the electric intensity regarding surface charge density sigma. The electric intensity at point P we have find here. Suppose there are two cases. Case first, if point P lies inside the sphere, inside the spheres. Like this, suppose this is a charge, sphere. This is a sphere. The positive charge is situated at inner side, so point P at inner side. Then the Gaussian surface is formed at inner side. Gaussian surface is formed at inner side. Suppose this is radius r of sphere. Small r is the radius of Gaussian sphere. Now, inside the sphere there is no charge, that is charge is 0. So therefore, electric intensity at inside of sphere is equal to 0. Inside of sphere, electric intensity is 0. Now this is the case first. Next case second. If point P lies on the surface of charge sphere. Second case, point P lies on the surface of charge sphere. Now this point P is on the surface of this charge space, that is consider on this sphere point P. So here capital R radius is equal to small r, is it? That is small r equal capital R. So therefore electric intensity is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into radius r square. Now this is the expression, r square, capital R square, expression for electric intensity if point P lies on the surface of charge sphere. This is one of the application. Second application, electric field intensity due to infinitely long straight charge wire. Electric field intensity due to infinitely long straight charge wire. Suppose this is the long straight wire. This is axis of the wire. Suppose charges positive, that is plus Q charges, are situated on the surface of wire. Then consider here a Gaussian cylinder or a Gaussian sphere here. Now this is Gaussian surface. Now radius of this is small r, radius of this is capital R, that is radius of wire is r, radius of this Gaussian surface is small r. Now consider a small surface area. Consider small surface area on this Gaussian surface, and the electric flux passes through that area ds is a electric intensity. Now vector ds is also along of component ds is along electric intensity r. Here point P, we have to find the electric intensity at that point. It's also radius is r. Suppose here point O. Now the charge Q is situated on this sphere, along the length. Charge is situated along the length. Then the charge per unit length lambda is Q by L, or charge is equal to lambda into L. Hence lambda is denoted charge density, that is charge per unit length. Here L is length of the Gaussian cylinder. So therefore charge equal lambda into L. The total electric flux passes through that surface area ds is equal to integration of closed path vector E dot vector ds is equal to, take the dot product of these two vectors, that is the magnitude product of magnitude of two vectors E ds cos theta. Here theta is also 0 degree, so therefore cos 0 degree is equal to 1. Then this equation becomes electric flux phi is equal to, take E out of sign, integration of closed path vector ds, is it? But integration of closed path area ds is 2 pi r into L. 2 pi r into L, that is 2 pi r is a circumference, L is length of this Gaussian surface. So therefore phi is equal to E into 2 pi RL, E into 2 pi RL. Suppose equation 1. By using equation or by Gauss laws, by definition of Gauss laws, electric flux phi is equal to charge per unit epsilon naught. Phi is equal to Q by epsilon naught, equation 2. Here phi left sides, then LHS, then RHS, we can write from equation 1 and 2. We get E into 2 pi RL is equal to Q by epsilon naught. So we can write E equal, that is rearranging the terms, E equal Q upon 2 pi epsilon naught into RL. Is it? Suppose equation number 3. By using charge density, we can write also R E is equal to Q into lambda L upon 2 pi epsilon naught RL. LL similar terms will get cancelled. So therefore remaining terms is E equal lambda upon 2 pi epsilon naught. Lambda upon 2 pi epsilon naught. Today we shall stop here.